Okay, we have a 1,500-point battle report for you today. I've got my Praetorians and Destroyer Lord, 2 Annihilation Barges. I've got my Doom Scythe way over there, a bunch of warriors, heavy destroyers, a little bit of Scarabs. They're going to prove useless, though, because I'm facing a Tzeentch army, a very nice Tzeentch army. Look at all these horrors of Tzeentch going to be AP4ing my poor warriors to death. Pretty awesome looking, I guess that's a Greater Demon. It's not Fate Weaver, though, right? Just a Greater Demon. Demon Prince over there, Screamers, 9. Look at that, 9 Flamers at Tzeentch. My god, if they get anywhere near any of my units, they're going to obliterate it instantly. And we are playing big guns never tire. We have 5 objectives. 1, 2, 3, somewhere around here is 4, and over there is 5. And my opponent has, he won the roll-off, he made me go first, and he is not going to steal initiative, so I am just going first. Crickets chirping. Okay, rounding up this top of turn 1, crickets chirping. We just moved around a little bit. These guys spread out more just in case the flamers come down. We spread our army around nicely. Moved and went flat out on both of these jerks over here. Moved and ran over here. Moved and ran into that terrain there. Moved these guys and ran, spreading them around just to avoid insane flamer damage. And these guys moved up over here and ran all the way into this area. So that is it. We're on to bottom of turn 1. We're going to see if the preferred group shows up. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 1. The demons are on the table. 2 units. Both tried to land here. Both came out this way. This unit machine gun into here, but miraculously only killed 2 of my warriors, but neither of them reanimated though. Over here, decided to fire a bolt of change over here at my vehicle that went flat out, but missed, mercifully. Greater Demon landed perfectly over there. Decided just to rat-a-tat-tat a couple guys here, blew away one of my bases. These guys over here, 9 of these guys landed, obliterated my heavy destroyers instantly for first blood. Not even close there, so I just blew them away. And I got to respond to 18 wounds of nonsense here. Look at this. Why do they have 2 wounds each? I don't know, but I got to respond to that somehow. So back okay, middle of top of turn 2. Wrap up what's happening. This idiot failed to show up. Rolled a 2 for reserves. What a jerk. These guys over here are charging in. What do you call it? Overwatch blew away one of these guys with a bolt of change that actually successfully hit, but we managed to make it into combat. We haven't piled anything in yet, though. Over here, we made it into combat. They blew away one of these bases and took one down to 2 wounds. Pretty impressive, but we are fighting here now. Shooting phase. These guys rapid firing. Those guys single firing. That thing firing here. We fired everything we could. We only killed 5 of these guys because they have 2 wounds each. And one of them is down 1 wound. But man, this is just not enough. Not enough because they're going to wipe out anything they want next turn. But we're going to have a combat happening over here. Hopefully this should go well. Who knows how this is going to go, though. We're going to see what happens back in. Okay, rounding up that top of turn 2. What happened? Combat over here. Kind of a gong show as expected. They got 1 wound on us mercifully, so we managed to get all our attacks in, but we only killed 2 of these guys. So it's kind of a gong show back and forth there. Over here, these guys obliterated that unit with no casualties. However, at the end of the phase, the one guy did not stand up, and we consolidated 6 inches. We decided to go onto the terrain because he's got some kind of AP3 guns, but he doesn't have the template, so I'm going to bunch up there. And that is it. So we're going to see what happens, what else shows up from the demon army, and what these guys are going to decide to wipe out. So, we're going to find out real quick. Okay, rounding up this bottom of turn 2. What showed up? Unit of 10 guys showed up. Unit of Screamers showed up, but the Demon Prince and the last unit of dudes did not show up. Over here, what happened? These guys flew up over here, blasted this way, wiped out 5 of my guys, with the help of also some kind of bolt, with the Vector Strike, these guys killed another guy as well, but actually reanimated pretty nicely, so I've only lost 2 guys total from this unit after we passed our leadership, so pretty lucky there. Over here, he flew out over here, continued to swoop, so he's still high in the sky. He's zotted, and these guys blew away 4 of them, but 2 of mine reanimated after all the shooting. Over here, gong show combat. We lost a base with 1 wound. We killed 1 guy in return, though, so we're slowly grinding themselves down over there. And that was pretty much it. Those guys fired a bolt into my rear armor here, but missed. Thank goodness. So lucky there. So to speak, so on to turn 3. Will this idiot show up on a 3+? Will this moron decide to show up? Here we go. He does on a 5. It's a Christmas miracle. All right. Rounding up, top of turn 3, so he did show up. I flew him out this way. What did I do is I fired everything I could in these units. First, I wiped out the flamers. Then I wiped this thing down to 1 remaining wound, so I decided to fire Sky Fire at the flyer with my flyer. And I managed to take 2 wounds off of him, but he did not crash to the ground. We fired 7 pistols here. Couldn't get a 6th, though, to try to force a test on him. So he's still swooping up in the air. Over here, a bunch of guys were shot. Actually, when I shot these guys, two of my guys died because the thing jumped in my own unit, but one of them reanimated from that after I made my leadership. And that was pretty much it. Pretty good combat for the flamer, for the demons here. They actually wiped out one of my bases, got like all hits and almost all wounds. But then I managed to kill one guy in return. Gong Show continues, although not in my favor anymore. And it is on to bottom of turn 3 coming up. Okay, the action keeps heating up. What happened? These guys showed up over here. Demon Prince tried to land over here, went way back this way. I was out of range to shoot anything. What happened? Gong Show over here. We killed one wounded enemy, one guy dead. Over here, this guy swooped over there, stayed flying. Bolt of Change zotted into me, so I decided to evade, but he only managed to glance me, and my evade failed. But this means I'm going to be shooting on 6s, and my Doom Ray yet again is not going to be firing this round. Interesting. Over here, one guy blown away from this guy's some random shooting. Vector strike. Sorry. But one guy stood up. Over here, awesome shooting into here, blew away a bunch of guys, but all but one stood up. Same thing over here, amazing shooting into here, but all but one of my guys stood up. Amazing luck on my part there. This guy here flew, Lone Ranger, tried to charge in here, but couldn't make the range, couldn't go far enough to charge. And it is on to turn 4. Everything's on the board that should be. Okay, rounding up top of turn 4, things continue to go pretty well for the Necrons. We didn't kill too many of these guys here with the help of this. However, this thing flew in, and with the help of that, despite them both needing 6s, because he evaded last time, we managed to gun down that greater demon there. Only killed 2 guys over here, rapid firing, and these guys had to fly over here. They fired their pistols, blew away the last remaining wound on that screamer, so we took care of that guy. Over here, another Gong Show combat. We killed one guy. They caused no wounds in return. It continues to be a Gong Show there. I split off my Lord, because my Lord in this campaign has the Warlord trait that he's a scoring unit, so I'm letting him score. It's only turn 4 anyways, but bottom of turn 4. Bottom of turn 4, what happened? Gong Show combat, although he took 1 wound off me, no wounds in return, just 1 piddly wound survives here. These guys came over here, they tried to chicken into that train. They're probably going to charge my beat, but they fired their bolt. He tried, Hail Mary, fire a bolt into here, but couldn't penetrate the armor. Trying to get a victory point for big guns never tire, right? Heavy support. Over here, these guys fired into here, killed one guy. I forgot to reanimate. Let's see if he reanimates on a 5. Nope, he's gone for good. He's toast. And this guy flew over here, kept swooping, tried to bolt a change into my flyer, but couldn't do it. I did evade, though, because he hit me, so but he couldn't penetrate my armor, so I'm again, going to be hitting on 6s. But I have a feeling I'm going to fly off the board anyways. And that is it. Okay, we've ended the game, rounding up the top of turn 5 here. What happened? I moved these guys in range. I actually just walked them. I was going to use my jetpack to charge them in Hammer of Wrath, and I was going to shoot stuff over there, but what happened was over here, this guy moved up, got so many hits on the 6s, needing 6s to hit the flying creature, that we actually killed him outright. He didn't have the 3+ armor, he had just the 4+ save, and we managed to just kill him outright. So on that, my opponents just conceded, but otherwise a pretty good game until those middle turns where the Necrons really started turning around. But thanks again for the game. Appreciate it. Thank you.